We welcome you to the Geico ESPN High School Football Showcase presented by Axe. The future of college football comes to the Georgia-Alabama border on a Friday night in Phoenix City, Alabama. It's a national power, IMG Academy out of Florida, and an Alabama power, Central High School, right here in Phoenix City off the Chattahoochee River. So if you're a college football fan joining us tonight, there's something in this game for you. You have 11 FBS commits already with more to come. You got the Big Ten represented up in the Northeast with Rutgers in the Midwest, all the way down into the Mid-South with Louisville, and of course this region where we are for this game in the Southeastern Conference and the ACC. Texas A&M, Oklahoma already picking up commits in this game as well. We're so glad you're with us with Craig Hubbard, Connor Onion. We've been on the trail recruiting and watching big-time recruits all year, but Craig, this might be the game with the most talent on one field that we've seen to this point in the season.
Connor, we are busting at the seams. I promise you tonight, at least one of the players will go on and be an All-American in college and likely a first-round draft pick. And if not, Connor here will give you your money back.
I don't have any money. Check my pockets. I don't have any money to give away. But Francis Mount-Go, he's a pretty good candidate to go to the NFL. He's our Axe player. Spotlight, the #1 offensive tackle in the country.
Yeah, it could be easy to lose the big guys in the trenches, but he is worth your attention tonight. He's a massive figure with excellent body quickness as well as power. He will anchor an outstanding offensive line. We'll get into a little bit later. IMG has a rich history of developing O-linemen, and he's the next great one.
A lot of Miami guys in this game. On the other side, out of the SEC, Georgia picked up a commit from one of the best cornerbacks in the country, A.J. Harris.
He has everything that you would like in a corner. He's got good feet, fluid athlete, but what I really love about him, he is a physical player at the position, loves to come up and support the run. Also, watch for him to contribute on offense tonight as well.
So Georgia fans get the commit from A.J. Harris, and we've got 11 FBS commits already. We've got 12 ESPN 300 players in this game. Miami fans really like that graphic. Mario Cristobal doing great work already.
Yeah, there is an example of all the talent on the field, and that doesn't include the double-digit ESPN Junior 300 prospects that will be taking part as well.
IMG is bidding for one of the best high school classes in the junior class ever. They've got 5 of the top 15 players in the class of 2024. Patrick Nix, he's of course the dad of Bo Nix, the Oregon quarterback. Patrick played at Auburn before Bo did, and he comes over from Pinson Valley, third year. He's done a great job here.
Yeah, he's got a rich history of football and done an outstanding job at this program in a short time.
And the former kicker turned head coach, Billy Miller, he's been the special teams coordinator for 8 years in IMG, and in his first year, now in the head job. So we're expecting 10,000 tonight. Not many tickets left available, and here we go from Phoenix City, Alabama, with a kick to the 2. Here comes Central with the first touch of the game with A.J. Harris, the Georgia commit, and he's wrapped up shy of the 15-yard line. So Epps to the air on the first play of the game, and he's got a wide-open receiver behind that IMG defense. T.J. Parker, who typically plays defensive end, chugging to the end zone. What a start for the home team. And their crowd going nuts. It is live in Phoenix City.
T.J. Parker, one of the top defensive ends in the country, contributing on offense there. They slip him out as a tight end. This IMG program, both of their starting safeties are a no-go tonight. 2 freshmen back there. You see a little bust coverage there. He's wide open. Outstanding job by Epps finding him, just getting him the football, and then the big man rolling downfield, put 6 on the board.
He's got stars in his backfield, too. We'll see the 5-star Jarrett Gibson tonight. He fakes this handoff to Dickens, and he gets drilled. T.J. Parker with a touchdown, and he unloads on the quarterback.
Yeah, he is very early on putting in a case for player of the game 2 plays in. Nice job of just squeezing down. We see that Bradford is not able to hold on to the snap as he looks down. Parker does an outstanding job of seeing it, and he just closes in a hurry.
Well, you think he's fired up about seeing the #1 offensive lineman on the other side tonight?
Well, head coach Patrick Nix told us earlier in the week, remember, Connor, he's the alpha on that team. He is the leader. With all the talent that Central has, he is a leader and off to a great start, setting a tempo for the Red Devils.
Well, the ball on the ground again for Bradford. He's got to create something for himself, and he's great with his legs. And the ball comes out. Central's on top. Shy of the 40-yard line, Bradford did well to get out of that mess, and then gives up the ball. They did review it. Would have been clean. Here's Epps on the throwback. He's got Romello Green. Another big play, and he's shoved out at the 5. So misdirection after the touchdown on their first play. They gash another one. It's 1st and goal.
They're going to roll him out to his right. Watch all the white just going that way with him. As you mentioned, Green on the backside slips out all alone.
Take that company day. Sticking it outside and into the end zone with English. They line up the wide receiver, and he punches it in from 2 yards out from the backfield.
TJ Parker, number 3, you're going to see him on the edge here with a block against number 18. Holds him up just a little bit to allow the back to get the edge, and that's Carmelo English, receiver, but they said he'd be helping out in the backfield. One of those key playmakers. Find different ways to get him involved.
He's outside, bottom of the bunch, top of your screen. On 2nd and 9 for Jaden Bradford, who's going over the middle. He's got a first down to Donovan Olubode, and he's got a touchdown. So over the middle from 32 yards out, and Olubode into the house for a quick answer back for IMG. A.J. Harris motioning out, so Epps keeps himself on the design quarterback run and shoulders down across the 35 for a first down. And he swings it out quick to English. He's got the first down, seeking the pylon, and he is marked out inside the 5. Got E.J. Wilson topside. They run away from those tight ends, and Johnson puts the ball on the ground. It's out at the 10-yard line. So Johnson gives it up, and IMG recovers.
Okay. Moving on.
Begrudging offensive line analysis from Greg Auburn. Huge hole for Gibson. The ball is out one more time and recovered. Red Morgan on top of it. The 5. They keep it into his hands. Rolling. He's got an open man. Touchdown to English. Only needed to get 1 in, got 2 in just for extra measure. Touchdown Central.
But number 2, they're going to roll out Epps. He's able to break free. Out in the corner. That's one of those guys defensively. You got to know where number 2 is. One of the
backups are going to the Power 5 for IMG. He's the backup tight end behind Riley Williams, who's going to Miami. After his pickup of 5, it's Evan Dickens, and he's got to surge through a tackle. He's got open space for a touchdown. The future shot to clear in for 6 and a touchdown.
Coaching role.
3rd and long. Bradford hangs in, clean pocket, complete to Tate for a first down. Stiff arm to the sideline. Goodbye, Carnell Tate. Catch and run for a touchdown to tie the game.
Number 17, Tate. Touchdown, Assemblies.
Carnell Tate, their number 1 target, the Ohio State commit. A really nice job there by Bradford, the junior quarterback, of finding and putting on it. And then it's going to be Eccles downfield making a nice block to help Carnell Tate finish that and punch it in.
Range for Roman Levant, their kicker. Bradford to the air on first down, and across the middle he's got his tight end Williams. He's inside the 40 with a first down for the ankle tackle. Knocks him down to the 36 from Red Morgan. That projected range of Levant. And again, no timeouts with 12 seconds to go. This is across the middle. It's caught, and they've got another first down and a touchdown for Williams. Quick strike again for IMG before the half.
Out of bounds on the previous play. Here, though, not allowing him, not being able to trip him up enough to stop him from getting in the end zone. The big Miami commit, 36 yards out, able to get it into the end zone. On.
See if Epps goes back to him after the drop. Nope, going over the top again, and that is caught by Upshaw as he inbounds. No signal yet. They will say he caught it. Dalen Upshaw relationship, and it's worked tonight. Quick bang in there on the slant. They get it back to Coleman. He makes up for the drop, staying on his feet for a first down, and he takes half of IMG on his back with him down toward the goal line. He's out at the 1, running with anger, Cam Coleman.
Drop a little bit behind him. You see the body control, the adjustment, and then afterwards, just running through tackles, fighting. Outstanding effort there from the junior.
Simmons in, bunch of guys in there in the box. Epps to the edge, stretches it out to the pylon. Touchdown for Central. First and second down, no good. Keep it with the quarterback.
We saw one of the first guys out there to congratulate him, number 2. Not in the game, but here Epps keeps it on his own. Gets to the edge. Looks like IMG might have a chance here. Number 14 not able to get a hold of him. Epps breaks through. Made some nice plays tonight with his legs, extending plays as well as running.
He's also an FBS guy. He'll head to the Sun Belt, play for Coastal Carolina. And the future Myrtle Beach resident out to the edge. He's got the sideline, rips through a tackle, and he's dumped shy of midfield. Physical run for Evan Dickens, and a fresh set for IMG. So there's Jarrett Gibson looking on as Evan Dickens turns his way through arm tackles.
Yeah, he's been kind of the pleasant surprise of the team. You think about all the big-time commits, 4 and 5 stars. Dickens has been a player who's really become a big contributor. Looks like somebody might have got a piece of that face mask as well as he was running tonight.
English is opposite side of the rollout. And Epps has it deflected and picked off. Gabriel Harris takes the deflection and intercepts it at the 25.
Jordan Hall with the deflection, a Michigan State commit, gets his hands up. Is able to bring that up in the air. IMG brought pressure with Ricks, but they actually rolled away from it. You're going to see Epps rolling out tonight. He's been smart with his decisions, but you see number 3 get that paw up, knock it up, and then number 25, Gabe Harris, the concentration, able to bring it in. A big turnover from that IMG defense. That's the old tip drill you work in practice. See number 3, the Michigan State, up, gets his hand up, and Harris trailing in pursuit, able to haul it and bring it down.
On 4th and 1, Dickens nosing toward the end zone, and he's pushed in for a touchdown.
Kept him out there. We see number 9, Eccles, coming across the formation. A really nice push from the left side of that offensive line. They just collapsed that defensive line down to the right. You brought number 9 across to kick out.
6'5" now. Need to shrink down to like 5'5" to do that. So Carnell Tate picks it up off of a hop, gets through the first surge. Reversing field, he picks up a block. He's down the sideline, punter to beat, and Billingsley shoves him out.
Tate here is going to field it off the bounce. Gets a little bit of a seam down the edge. You're lucky there, and Pemba there was working at with a block in the back. Did not get that flag. Tate down the edge. I do want to go just back to lane. You talked about the most interesting man. Also on his resume, as a young child, he DJ'd a party for President Obama at an Easter egg roll at the White House. I mean, wow.
So he's got the letter from Michelle Obama.
Not even out of high school yet. It's quite a resume. Equestrian, DJing.
He was like 10 years old. Here's Dickens. He's got a seam. End zone. Touchdown, Evan Dickens. His 3rd of the night. And IMG's got a 2-score lead. A few minutes to remember here with Phoenix City. Our Geico player of the game is Evan Dickens. He has been terrific tonight. He's headed to Coastal Carolina. He's got 3 touchdowns for IMG.
And really kind of became a big factor in that second half. Obviously running behind an outstanding offensive line, but showing good vision and toughness. He's one of these players, one of 3 real talents in that IMG backfield. One of the players, non-scholarship player at IMG, and just really, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, he's been a pleasant surprise, really kind of earned his way onto that roster and exploded into a key contributor and earning player of the game here, honors here, really off of what he did in the second half.
How cool was this tonight for Cam Coleman, his dad in Kuwait, serving our country, gets to see him play on TV, and of course he had that great run that got down to the 1-yard line and set up a touchdown. Well, Central made this a good game against a very powerful IMG team. Led this game close to halftime. It was a 1-point game late in that 3rd quarter, but too much for IMG.
But overall, so much great talent on the field. College football Saturdays, we see all the great players. They all start here in high school, and I tell you what, tonight we saw some that are going to be giving us a lot to be excited about, to cheer for in the years to come.
We had 12 ESPN 300 players in this game, 11 different FBS schools with commits, And what a show from Phoenix City tonight. Big thanks to our producer, Major Howe, director Brett Lancaster, Connor Onion, Craig Hubbard saying so long from the Alabama-Georgia border, where IMG wins it 41-26. We'll talk to you next week in Buford, Georgia.